Back with Bobby and JJ Radio. We're speaking with America's builder, DR Horton. They're talking about Valley Ranch here in the San Antonio metro area, outside of Culebra and 1604, 4.5 miles to the right, past Gulm Road. This is like a small township coming down to the San Antonio metro area. It's very exciting. I'm speaking with Julie Turner. She is a new home sales rep. Her husband has been with DR Horton as a superintendent for 3 years. She's now getting into the new home sales part of it. She's married with a son.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, she's from LA, but I know she's a Spurs fan now. So
I am.
We're just gonna leave it right
It's
there.
either that or the Lakers. So.
Yeah, so there's no So we're good. So for those just tuning in, tell us a lot more about Valley Ranch and the community and everything that's coming up.
Well, part of this community, probably one of our biggest features is we are essentially building an 8-acre amenity facility.
8 acres total.
8 acres of the land associated with this property is going to be designated or basically just amenity.
So I want our viewers and listeners to really kind of put this into perspective. Nothing like this is ever seen in San Antonio. I mean, you have to go to probably another city to see something like 8 acres large. I've never seen it personally. I've been in real estate for 12 years.
I have no knowledge of anything in San Antonio that comes even close to this.
Sure. So let's talk about what are you going to do with this full? That seems like a lot of space. What are you going to do with all of this 8 acres, and what is it going to really be?
All right. Well, let me kind of go through a list of some of the components that are going to make up this large amenity facility.
Yeah.
When you first come into the main entrance, which the main entrance is the amenity.
Sure.
So as you pull into the neighborhood, the first thing you're going to see
the statue of me.
That would actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and redraw plans and change that.
Thank you. That'll work.
But essentially,
can he be wearing a mariachi outfit?
Oh, done.
Just in natural attire.
Yeah, it's done.
I got you.
But there's going to be a 45-foot tower that's going to be sitting basically inside a 2-acre lake. So 2 of the acres is just going to be a body of water.
Wow.
There's multiple water features throughout that. We are bringing a biological attribute to the site. So there's going to be fishing.
So you're making a lake to fish in.
That's correct.
With a pier and everything?
There will be a boardwalk, so you could actually, have a Father's Day out, get the fishing reel with the kiddos, and do a little bit of fishing.
And so I'm assuming you're some kind of engineer if you're making some lakes and stuff like that.
Me personally, I am a civil engineer.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
I just thought you were just digging a hole or something and hoping for the best. Okay, cool. And so what else is this amenity going to really have for the people that live there?
Well, the amenity itself, the community building is going to be about 7,400 square feet. Within that, you're going to have about 1,800 square feet that's going to be purely 24-hour fitness. The other.
So is that like a separate cost from their HOA dues, or is that going to just all be included?
It's all inclusive into the community.
How about the neighborhood? Is it going to be gated, and how are we keeping people out that don't belong in the neighborhood?
No, it won't be a gated community. So
it'll be more like an open township. That's what it sounds like.
That's correct. It's going to basically all
so everyone will have like a fob or some way to get in.
The building itself will be access controlled. So yes, you'll have to be a member into the community to be able to use the facilities.
And as far as like physical activities, what else could be done in that huge 8-acre section of it?
All right, so you basically got your amenity building, you got your fitness, you got your community building to do your community activities, which we'll go into a little more detail.
Sure.
We have a quarter-mile walking trail around the perimeter of the site. And we have basically 2 pools. One pool section into 3 different parts. One section is a kids' play area.
Right.
The next section is we have a pretty large water slide, actually 2 slides.
Right.
And then we have kind of an adult area.
Like a lap.
No, not a lap pool.
But more of a hangout area.
We got a hangout area for the adults, so the kids will have their play areas, and the adults will kind of have their lounging and relaxing areas. And on top of that, we're also putting in a junior-sized Olympic pool so that you could have swim meets and stuff like that. So you can
privatize some of the sections as well.
Correct. So you can have your lap swims and that kind of thing.
Cool.
With that, we're also installing an amphitheater so we can have basically movie night out at the pool, bands, etc. 2 tennis courts, a basketball court, a pretty sizable playground for the kids under 12, and then a splash pad associated to that.
Bobby's a huge soccer player.
No, I'm not.
So where would he go?
Well, we've also put in a multi-purpose field.
There you go, Bob.
Which is going to be the same size of a junior soccer field.
Go.
So the little tykes can get out there and
little tykes it is, Bobby. You're there. So tell us about the overall stats on the community. I know it's 8 acres. What about the meeting space? How big is that? How big is that going to be for
the
use?
The meeting room area is about 1,500 square feet.
Okay, that's big.
So it's a pretty large area.
Sure.
Again, it is going to be used for meetings, clubs, etc.
And tennis, basketball, all that other good stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Again, we have the 2 tennis courts, the basketball court.
Yeah, pickleball.
Pickleball. There you go. So I also heard that there's gonna be some food trucks.
Yeah, one of these concepts, we wanted to bring an area to this facility where you can actually have a pretty large party. With that, we're putting in a 2,400 square foot open air pavilion with 2 outdoor kitchens, and then also a catering area for a food truck to pull up, and you can have concessions out of that food truck.
So you're making a township where you don't have to leave for the most part.
We don't
Correct.
want people to leave. We want people to come.
Yeah, but come and stay. You don't have to, because I feel that what's missing in that part of town, because obviously San Antonio is huge, is that it's growing such a fast pace, but you still got to go into the city to go do a bunch of stuff like go work out or go to a food truck park. There's not
Go fishing.
go fishing. Though you got to go pretty far. I mean,
Mhm.
Medina the other way. But you're trying to make a township. You're creating a little township for San Antonio on the far west side, is what it's sounding like.
Yeah, that's correct. We're not trying to build a subdivision. We're trying to build a community.
This sounds very. I'm pretty sure, and this is coming from me, that I've never seen anything like this in our 12 years of real. Have you even heard?
No,
of
and it sounds like they're moving a lot of them already, right?
Yeah. So they're selling fast, and there's, if you're a first-time home buyer all the way to, it seems like a last-time home buyer, you have some kind of a floor plan for all these people here in the San Antonio metro area.
Correct. A wide variety of floor plans for, again, your first-time home buyer all the way out to your forever home. Within a community that you can, again, work out fitness. I mean, that's one of my favorite attributes of the amenity center is the food truck station. But since I like to eat, guess
And
what?
then go burn
I
it
have
off
to
right
go
next
work
door.
out.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
burn it off right next door. That's awesome.
Absolutely. So that's
And you said it's going to be 24 hours. They can come in whenever they want. So if
Absolutely.
somebody's working out in the middle of the night, they have access.
Yeah, don't let him fool you. There's a ballet bar in there. He
No,
can
that's
do
what-
his
that's-
stretching,
that's
his
stretching.
yoga.
Gotcha. Perfect. For more information about this awesome neighborhood, you go to drhorton.com or you can call 210-582-0920. Again, that's 582-0920. We'll be right back.